Okay, we're going to continue our air conditioning inspection. We were up on the roof. We went through what we look at on the outside unit. From the inside point of view, this is where your filter is here. So the first thing I'm going to do before I actually run this thing is I'm going to remove this filter so that we have a nice clean situation before we get started. I'm going to look at the filter. This one actually is in good shape. That looks good. We also like to look up inside the return here. This is where the air is actually going back to the unit. And if you look up here, you'll notice how dirty the inside of this ductwork is. And that tells you that the filter was either missing or not the proper size when this unit was running. And it's caused the dirt to bypass the filter and get that duct very dirty. So that also indicates to me that the unit itself is probably quite dirty. So we'd always recommend to have the unit cleaned in service if we see a very dirty return. Okay, once we get the filter out, we're going to run this thing. It's a heat pump and it's chilly outside, so we're going to run it in heating mode. We'll set this to heat and we're going to dial this thing up for a while. There we go. Okay. So the unit has kicked on. We're going to listen and make sure it's not making any weird vibrations or any kind of weird noises. We're going to let it run for 15 or 20 minutes to get it nice and warmed up, get the Freon moving, get everything stabilized out, and then we're going to measure the temperature at the register to see whether this thing is working properly or not. So we want to go over to this register over here, and we have a digital thermometer, which is going to give us the temperature. Right now the temperature inside the house is about 70 degrees. So that's what they call the return air temperature is going to be 70. So we're going to put this up here. And just let it sit for a while to see what kind of temperature we get. And then also while that thing is heating up, the thermometer, we're going to use our infrared thermometer to get the temperature at the different supply registers to make sure that we're getting good airflow at these registers. So what we'll do is we're going to walk around the house, get the temperature. We also have to make sure our standards require us to note that there's a heating or a cooling source in every room in the house. So when we go into the dining room, the living room, the bedrooms, we want to make sure that we actually have a heating and a cooling source in those rooms. Okay, so we've had this in here for 15 minutes or so, and the temperature we're reading right now is about 101, and the room temperature is about 70. So that gives you about a 30, 32 degree temperature split in heating mode, and that's ideal. That's definitely in the acceptable range. So we would consider this unit to be functional. So that's basically what we do with an air conditioner. Thank you very much.